Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about marketing for bookkeepers. Specifically, we're going to be talking about email marketing and landing pages using the software ConvertKit. I use the software, my mentors and my coaches use the software, and I'm really excited to share it with you to help you guys get in front of your audience and get more clients. So let's jump right into it. All right, so we're talking email marketing, landing pages, and automation, all within ConvertKit. Now, why ConvertKit? Very specific, right? The reason why I'm using ConvertKit in this training and in this playlist is because ConvertKit currently, at the time of recording, they still have their 14 days of free trial. So what I want to do is I want to use these 14 days, right? Budget-friendly, 14 days free trial to really harness the power of your email marketing and show you what this automation and landing pages can do for you as far as getting you guys new clients. So what I did was I built this expansion pack that you guys can find in the description below. And what we're doing is I'm talking to you guys more about how to build out an email marketing automation to help get you guys to the right clients. Now let's rewind a little bit. Some of you might be watching this and going, what's a landing page? You might not be familiar with it. So let me give you an example. A landing page is, and I'm a sucker for it, okay? I'm a huge sucker for this. A landing page is it's a link. It's where you're going to end up, and it's a web page that doesn't have a menu, an about me, a contact us, nothing. It's just a page, a website page hosted with just information on it. So kind of think about it like a flyer. You know, like a flyer has certain information on it and it's like call me or book your tickets here. It's very specific. Think of a landing page like a flyer. So that's exactly what we're building, but online. So here's an example of where you might have seen it. Like I said, I'm a sucker for these, so I land on them all the time. And you might already have too. You just might not know it. So with landing pages, what happens is, say you are scrolling through, the interwebs, and I come across something like 5 kitchen cleaning hacks that you might not know of. Click on this link here to get your free copy of these hacks. I'm like, yes, please. I need all the cleaning hacks that I can get. So I'll click on it, and it'll bring me to another page, like a website, so to speak, and that's your landing page. It'll bring you to the landing page. Now, the landing page is going to say something like, to get your free downloadable of your hack, go ahead and give me your email address, and we'll email you that really cool PDF of these hacks. That's what the landing page does. It collects your email address and it sends you out whatever it is that you signed up for. So essentially, I'm trading my email address to get something of value to me, which is the 5 kitchen cleaning hacks. And I find value in that. So I don't mind that, I'm someone that needs to always, get invigorated and more ideas on cleaning and things of that nature. So I'm already interested in stuff like that. So now landing on that landing page, it helps me understand, or it helps the people that had created the landing page that I'm interested in these things. So I'm part of the audience now that they want to reach out to, because if they have, like, say, a miracle stain remover that they're selling, obviously I like cleaning. I already like hacks. So I might like something that is going to help me save time in getting rid of stains and off of clothes or what have you. Because I'm already in that mindset. I'm already the kind of person they want to talk to based on the fact that I've clicked on that link and I received an incentive, a thing of value, in order to give out my email address. So you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Victoria's Secret does stuff like that. Target does stuff like that. And we get stuck and in their email list so that they can send us all the new sales coming up. They can send us the new latest products, things like that. That's what the power of a landing page, email automation, and email marketing does for you. So what does that mean for the bookkeeper? How do we do that? So with ConvertKit, what you're able to do now is you're able to build a landing page, and I want you guys to take advantage of that. Right now, when we're done with this video, jump off of YouTube, and I want you to sign up for ConvertKit. Link is in the description below if you don't want to go and type it in. Check that out. But sign up. You guys build out a landing page and build out an automation so that when people land on the landing page, right, you're going to trade them something of value. Now, like, what is something of value? And when you think about it in the mindset of your industry and niche, the audience that you've decided to talk to. Now, if it's someone that's like, I always use this as an example, someone that does hair, a hairstylist. Their problem in their bookkeeping or their challenges might be something like time constraints, right? They're so busy. In fact, my friend who does hair, she's so busy that it's really hard to email her anything. It's really hard to get a hold of her to get her documents. She'd rather text because she's a busy person. And when she's working, she doesn't have time to just sit there and chat or, do some computer work because she's hands-on. She's doing hair, she's doing makeup, she's doing whatever she does. So in her eyes, anything that saves her time, where she doesn't need to be sitting down in front of the computer because when she gets home, she has her family to take care of. She has her hobbies to do. When she's on the weekend, she's got other things planned. She's out of time. Now, I know this because this is my niche, and we talked about that in the previous video. What is your niche? Who are you talking to? So because I already have made that my mission to understand my niche, I know what kind of problems and challenges I'm going to help them solve. So what would be something, and I have to think about this, right? What would be something that I could incentivize to get her email? It might be something like 5 easy hacks to make bookkeeping easier for yourself. And now it seems kind of weird because you're like, well, Cece, why don't you just tell them to set up a call? They know they can reach out to bookkeepers, right? They know these things. But the incentive is that we're here to help, right? I want to get in front of the right people. I want to build my audience because, like I talked about, 70% of people are not ready to buy, but the 30% are. So even if she might not be ready to buy, she's still doing her own books, and I understand that. So as you're doing your own books, as a gift to you, I'm going to give you the checklist to help you do your books. You give me your email. Eventually, the hope is that they contact me to help with consultation or any type of my services that might be useful to them. Now, again, I may not ever hear from them again. After they get their checklist, they may be gone, or they may not be, and I might be able to convert them into that 30% that's ready to buy. But that's where we have now the warm lead. So if I make something incentivized that my client, my prospect is going to find a value, not just like quick tips for how to do an audit. She doesn't have time. She's not sitting down. This client that I'm talking about in my head, my made up client or my friend, I'm saying she doesn't have time. So if time's the problem, I don't want her to sit down. I want to save her time. I want to also let her know that I have knowledge. I am the person of knowledge. I have all of this like wealth of knowledge that I'm sharing some tips and hacks with you. So now that makes me an expert in our niche. You see where I'm going with that? So now you are considered the expert and you're helping. Eventually, maybe she might not even want to do it on her own, and she might need an expert bookkeeper to help her. Well, guess what? You've been emailing her, you've been setting up the whole email marketing drip, and she's ready to buy with you. That's the power of automation and keeping people in your email list. But the reason why I start with ConvertKit, the landing page, all of that, before I even start to talk about social media marketing, where to market, how to do it, how to talk, I need somewhere to send all of these people once they start showing up. I don't want to start the videos on YouTube. I don't want to start my social media posts and just assume that I'm just going to get the consultation appointment. Because the goal, guys, is to get the consultation appointment, right? We want the consultation appointment. We want to get in and close with them. I need to do a Zoom with them. The goal is to do the consultation or your discovery call, whatever you guys like to call it. You know what I'm talking about. We need to get in front of them. We need to meet with them, get them a quote, get them pricing, and close on these prospects. But the first thing we need to do is if we're doing things virtually, even if you're not going to do things virtually, and you're going to use your landing pages as a form to fill out just so that you can contact them again later. There are so many different styles of formats that you guys can use with the landing page. It doesn't always have to be incentivized, but it can be. You can also sign people up for, live webinar trainings, workshops, like in-person workshops. They can sign up and be part of the email list. The great thing about ConvertKit is that you're able to tag and group these people that are interested in certain items or landing pages that you're setting up, so that you know now how they got to your email list, you know what they're interested in, and they're essentially categorizing themselves just like we categorize on QuickBooks. They're categorizing themselves to help you understand who's interested in this, who's interested in that, and who might not even be interested. In fact, they only clicked this one and that's it. So when it comes to ConvertKit, it comes to email marketing, that's what I set up in the expansion pack, is that I gave you guys copy, so email copy that you guys can just use right away. You guys can copy it, paste it, customize it, whatever have you. I gave you guys 2 incentives already made, things that I would use for kind of generally anybody, but you guys can at least understand that now you have something, so you can start right away. And I also have a video, also the automation, how to do it all, so you can hit the ground running. But you don't have to get that. You guys are really smart. You guys can jump on and start finagling your way through it, because ConvertKit is very user friendly. And it does more than just email marketing and landing pages. They also can host products for you. Again, I use it. I know lots of creators and mentors that I know that use it. Coaches use it. Great platform used by a lot of really awesome people. Now, on top of all of that, right, what else can you guys do with ConvertKit? You guys can go out, and if you're not going to be pointing people to your ConvertKit on, let's say, social media platforms, and telling people click on the link in my bio and you can do this, you know what I mean, like you're not doing that online. What you can do is you can use that same link and put it, say, on a business card, or put it, if you are talking to people and you bump into somebody at the mall, grocery store, wherever you're at, and they're interested in bookkeeping, or your friends, whatever, you guys can set the same link up to point them to a different landing page. And that might be the landing page where we go, hey, it was great to meet you, because we met in person. Great to meet you. So that I don't lose you, or we don't forget to meet. Leave me your name, phone number, and email address, and I'll make sure that I follow up with you. And you can, put in some quip, but it's to help you go, okay, look, we're out in public, we're with their families, with their friends, we're with their kids. It's a little crazy right now, but I'm gonna text you a link, and on that link, go ahead and just fill out your information, and I'll make sure to follow up. Guys, that is the power of the automation, is not only are you gonna be hitting them with the landing page, but now you can set up the automation. So once they hit that landing page, they get tagged and they get put into a sequence of emails that make sense to that person that hit that landing page. So someone that might want a consultation right away, boom, they're just gonna get sent right to your Calendly, or they're able to book right there with you to get that consultation. Or someone that, you sent an incentive to, they were tagged with something else, so they get put into an email sequence that happens once they hit the email or the landing page and they get the incentives. Now they get another email. It's automatic, and the automation is already taken place. So it'll start to trickle down and say in 3 days, and you guys can set this day and time and hour up however you wish. It's totally in your control. So you set it up and you're like, okay, in a week, I want this email to go. And in 2 weeks, I want this email to go. So I'm very specific about who's getting what email. I'm setting up these sequences because I'm setting it up ahead of time so that I'm putting in the work now. So when I do point people to these landing pages, it starts to use the automation to my benefit so that I can get those discovery calls and get those consultations like that. Now, let's jump off of consultations and let's talk about the yes people and the no people, the 70% versus the 30%. What I do want to advise is that if you're going to use these kinds of automations, is that you guys are very careful not to push too hard, right? Who knows what I'm talking about? When we sign up for something and we're getting spammed every day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is too much. Now I'm unsubscribing. I don't want that. That's what I also don't want for any of you. Don't be that person. I want you guys to stay in front of them just as much as you need to without being too pushy. Because I'm reminding you now that, they're the 70%. They're the maybe not right now, or the maybe not at all. So don't be too pushy. So if you end up tagging someone that's like a maybe next time, which is part of my expansion pack, I explained to you guys in my video on that, how to navigate. Then I'll talk a little bit more about my expansion pack here later. But right now, what I want to talk about is how you guys can just jump right in now and not make the same mistakes that I did and push too hard and knock on their doors too many times, right? I don't want to be pushy. I don't want them to jump off my list. It does happen. I get it. They're just not ready. But the but is still there. They're still on your email list. Just because they didn't jump over and buy right away, they might just not be ready. So those are the audiences that I don't push too hard. And I might send them an email once every quarter, once every season. Tax season's coming around. If you don't already have your books, we're doing a cleanup sale, blah, blah, blah. But I already know who I'm talking to because they were semi-interested. So they're kind of the warm-ish leads, right? I'm not just putting it out there on the interwebs going, anybody listen to me, I'm doing a cleanup sale. I don't know who I might get, but the people on my email list that I haven't heard from that continuously are still there, they were interested at one point. Might they be interested again? At least they're my warmish leads. I can at least reach out to them first and start to do follow-up, because it's always in the follow-up, you guys. This is how we know who to follow up with, is because we've built the system. Anyway, before I start talking your guys' ears off, you know me, if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comment section below. You guys can always get a hold of me at bookkeeperbootcamp@gmail.com. I also have a link to my online link tree to talk to you guys about what boot camps are going on. And again, I mentioned quite a few times here about my expansion pack. Let me just talk quickly about that. My expansion pack is for this ConvertKit email marketing, and it's a basically plug and play. You guys just need to customize it, put your name, put your business, put your branding on it, and you guys can start your ConvertKit and start going right away. There's a video tutorial that I'm teaching you guys with screenshots on it. So if you're interested in doing that and having a kind of a plug and play, the link is down below in my link tree. Otherwise, if you guys have any questions, remember, you guys can always set up a free 20-minute Zoom call with me for free, again, in the link tree. I'm here to help you guys. I hope this playlist helps whoever it reaches, because this is the year of support, and I want to make sure that we really knock it out of the park with our bookkeeping marketing and getting you guys more clients. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Be safe, be healthy. Bye.